Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics and protagonists plus Bendy protagonists and monsters in Monsters Immortals from Dark Deception, a multiplayer campaign. Is it finally happening? Well, let's talk about it. What is up, SmackNPie? SmackNPie here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Dark Deception related video. Now today is a big video, so brace yourselves because this is as serious as it gets. Now I've been wondering, Smack, where are Monsters Immortals videos? You are absolutely right. The only problem here is every time I try to play a game, I can't find any session, I can't host any session, I can't join a session, I can't play with friends. My timing is incredibly awful because every time I play, there's no one playing, and every time I go to sleep or I'm doing something else, everybody's playing and they're messaging me, oh, can you play with us? And when I come online, they're off. I have such a bad luck. But today we're focusing on this part right here. Now we know Monster DLC is coming this month. We know Yandere Simulator DLC is also coming either next month, but we also know that Elementary Evil map is also dropping very soon. But Monsters Immortals posted this on their Twitter. They said, quote, poll time, if you could have only one as a new guest DLC for Monsters Immortals, which one would you pick? Get ready for them choices. We got at number 1, Dead by Daylight, which is still clean, but you know how we feel about Dead by Daylight. We don't feel anything about Dead by Daylight. At number 2, we got Among Us. At number 3, we got Five Nights at Freddy's. More like FNAF at Freddy's. Nah, we're not gonna do that. And at number 4, we have Bendy in the Dark Revival. It is interesting to me how they put Bendy in the Dark Revival considering it is coming soon, instead of Bendy and the Ink Machine, which is the original franchise, or just Bendy, which is the original franchise. But you know what? I will take it. Guess what the winner is, ladies and gentlemen? It's Five Nights at Freddy's at 50% by a huge margin out of 2,000 votes. At number 2, we have Bendy in the Dark Revival going neck to neck with Among Us at 17% and 18%. And finally, we have Dead by Daylight at 13%. So you know that people have spoken. Five Nights at Freddy's won the poll. Vincent Lemmings, the executive director of Dark Deception, replied to that saying, FNAF is winning, why am I not surprised? Rasbroski replied to that tweet saying, make it happen, evil devil emoji. Vincent Lemmings surprisingly tweeted this gif, which is super extra crispy clean important. That means he's onto it. Now imagine, ladies and gentlemen, imagine if this actually ends up happening. We went back to Reddit of Five Nights at Freddy's and they posted this poll on their official Reddit, and people are actually hype about it. People are hoping that Scott Cawthon gives them a thumbs up and this can easily work out. If this works out, this is gonna be super important and by far the biggest thing for Dark Deception. One thing I will say that adds further to this conversation is that a while ago actually, Vincent Lemmings tweeted saying that we haven't used our big guns, and that is after they confirmed that they had Monstrum, Yandere Simulator, Evil Nun. So when you have these big franchises and then you say you haven't even pulled out the big guns, that goes to show you that there's something big in plans. Now, second thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that there is a franchise that has far more higher and likely chance of making it other than Five Nights at Freddy's, and that is Bendy. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is important. Super Horror Bro, obviously Mike, he currently works alongside Glowstick Entertainment for the trailers and whatnot. Now he quoted that tweet of the poll and said, which one of these horror games would you like to see in Monsters Immortals? And guess who responded, ladies and gentlemen? Brace yourselves because I think a lot of people missed it. The Mentally himself from Bendy franchise, the creator of Bendy and the Ink Machine, said, and I quote, well, I am partial to anything Ink Demon related. 123 likes at the time of this recording. You know why Mentally is interested in this. Now, you might be wondering, Smack, that is purely impossible considering what happened back in the past. We know Vincent Lemmings even tweeted out about Mike Mood from Kindly Beast, of course, about the accusations. That was in the past, and back then Mike Mood and Meatley, of course, the Joey Drew Studios, they weren't interested because they had too much going on. Now, since they're focusing completely and only on Bendy and the Dark Revival, they could make a spare time. They could make a little bit of room for something else, for something extra. And guess what? Fans are going mad at Joey Drew Studios for not talking about Bendy and the Dark Revival. This could be the perfect way to distract Bendy fans from the silent times that they're using for development of Bendy the Dark Revival, to push them here in Monsters Immortals to play the Bendy map, the Bendy monster, the Bendy mortal. And this, ladies and gentlemen, could work out if Meatley, instead of Mike Mood, negotiate with Glowstick Entertainment claiming this could work out. Now I'm gonna hold my boy IHS Games accountable. He said that he will give away his entire YouTube revenue if this happens. Now I'm gonna convince Vincent Living so much to make this happen somehow. Then we're gonna see IHS Games spending his entire YouTube revenue for this one. Ooh, this is evil, but I like the feeling. This is how serial psychopaths feel. But anyways, we have two franchises, FNAF and Bendy. Now you might be wondering, smack. FNAF is nowhere near the level of Dark Deception. Dark Deception is down here, FNAF is up there. You're right. But if everybody knows it, even including Glowstick and Vince himself, why would they even start the discussion in the first place? A long time ago, Vince did acknowledge that it is a huge franchise, but now he's talking about it, and he even giving hints left and right, and he even said that they have big guns. What if there's a chance now that Scott Cawthon is slowly trusting people with Lumix for FNAF AR, with Steelwood Studios hugely for Final Fantasy Security Breach, FNAF VR and whatnot, Click Team making ports for consoles and mobile. Boys, signs are pointing towards some of the huge big stuff. Get ready, because this is super important. With that being said, I'm gonna leave you to it. Do let me know, how do you feel about this one? Will this happen? Will this ever happen? But we'll have to wait and see on that part. Subscribe right now for 50k for chapter 4, 2k on Twitter, 1k on Insta, and I'll see you freaking boys on the flippin' slippery slope freaking fortress side. PP.